Reason at BBC Two. It's 9:20. So, Sedgefield Harriers Athletics Club have launched their own fundraising campaign to generate cash so that they can build their own athletics track. The club only, we say, in inverted commas, needs to raise £500,000 to build the facility. They've already managed to raise £40,000, and they've recently heard that they've got planning permission to build the track, which is great news. Now, to tell us more about the whole thing and their efforts to raise that, what is a substantial amount of money, it's got to be said, is Ean Parsons. He is chair of Sedgefield Harriers. Hi, Ian.
Hello there.
Good morning. Now then, Ian, tell me a little bit more about this. First of all, you're needing to build these new facilities. Whereabouts does the club train at the moment?
The club is based at Sedgefield Community College, and that's where we train. Over the winter we use the sports halls, and for juniors we use the sports halls. But a lot of the time the junior runners are out running on the roads around Sedgefield, and we've got around about 150, 200 juniors in the club and 100 seniors, and we desperately need somewhere to train and to develop the juniors.
Are they of sufficient enthusiasm to deserve a professional track of their own, then?
The enthusiasm around the club is second to none. It's unbelievable, and we have a fantastic team of people driving the club forward. It's unbelievable to think that actually the club was only formed 8 years ago today.
All right.
It's our 8th birthday today, and in 2011 we were UK Athletics Club of the Year. So within that 8 years we've already done that, and it would be fantastic to get a track of our own before our 10th anniversary in 2 years' time.
That would be amazing, wasn't it? And obviously you've got the planning permission, which must be great news to you, because that's often a stumbling block for these kind of things. How are you planning to raise the money, then?
Well, first on the planning permission, it's the end of a long road on that. It's taken us 3 years to get that planning permission, and it's been a real team effort. And it was great that we were able to bring Sedgefield Community College and Durham County Council along with us to get that planning permission. So now what that does for us is it clears the way to simply raise £500,000 that we need. With the £40,000 and some other fundraising that's gone on, we think we've got about 35.6 metres of track at the moment, and we need to get that driven around to a full 400-metre circuit. So there's all sorts of initiatives going on, and there's a couple happening today, as a matter of fact. We've got a training session this morning for over 30 juniors who are competing in the Junior Great North Run, and all being sponsored for our Back the Track campaign. And then tonight we have a charity fundraising ball organised by Helen Godfrey, one of our members, and we're raising money from that. So there's initiatives like that are already in hand to get us towards our target.
Well, that sounds amazing. Whereabouts is the new facility going to be situated?
It's going to be at Sedgefield Community College.
All right, OK. Now, as you say, you've raised £40,000 so far. How did you get that far? What have you been doing to raise that amount of money?
Well, we're very grateful to the developers of the Terrace Hill, the developers of the food store in Sedgefield, because it was a new... am I allowed to say the name of the new food store?
Oh, I've got my ears closed. Go on.
It's Sainsbury's. They opened it to us. It's not a secret, really, is it? When Sainsbury's opened earlier in the year, as a result of that process and the developers, they invested in the local community, and we were lucky enough to be granted some of that money, which got our fund started and got us that substantial sum, and then we've already been able to add to it.
Well, that sounds absolutely amazing. Now, you obviously are doing these fundraising events today as well, so how do people get involved with that if they want to find out more information?
We've got the best way to do it is to go to Sedgefield Harriers website, and there's a button on there for track and what's happening on the track, and that's obviously www.sedgefieldharriers.co.uk, and we formed a group called the Friends of Sedgefield Harriers, which will become a registered charity with the aim of raising the funds. And anybody around Sedgefield in the community that would like to get involved in the fundraising, would be great to have them on board as part of the Friends of Sedgefield Harriers. But just contact us, and we'll certainly put people in the picture how they can get involved. I'd just like to mention that we've already had the backing of some great athletes like Chris Tomlinson and Alison Kirbishley from Teesside, and also Steve Cram and Daley Thompson, who've lent their support to the track in Sedgefield.
Wow.
And that's been fantastic, yeah.
Well, that is absolutely great. I mean, a lot of running going on. We've got the Middlesbrough 7K tomorrow. We've got the Great North Run looming large.
Yep, that's right.
Are you putting your young ones out to train in that as well as an opportunity?
We've got a lot of members doing the Tees Pride race tomorrow, and we have a lot of members in the Great North Run, and as I say, we've got a lot of juniors, 30-odd juniors in the junior events next weekend as well.
Well, that sounds absolutely fantastic. Well, I tell you what, we wish you the best of luck with that. We look forward to the new stadium when it appears, and the new track at least, and we wish you best of luck with your fundraising efforts as well. Great to talk to you, Ian.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ian. Ian Parsons there, Chair of Sedgefield Harriers. As I say, those fundraising events, head off to their website if you want more details on that.
BBC Tees Breakfast with Ali Brownlee.